Greetings, fellow carbon-based bipeds. I am Scott Rose, and you are watching Explosions and Stuff. Today, I'll be reviewing the 1996 film Deadly Outbreak, starring Jeff Speakman, Ron Silver, and Rochelle Swanson. But first, a word from our sponsors. An overview of the movie? After escorting what he thought was a team of American scientists to a bioweapons laboratory in Tel Aviv, Israel, Sergeant Dutton Hatfield finds out they are actually terrorists. Now that the terrorists have taken over the laboratory, Sergeant Hatfield has to do whatever he can in order to prevent them from getting their hands on the bioweapon they came for. A compound that, when it comes in contact with water, turns into a gas that will instantly kill anyone who inhales it. It is up to Hatfield to stop this deadly outbreak. The pros of this movie? Well, the first action scene in this movie is just fantastic. It really gives you an idea of what the action is going to be like in this movie. Not only does it give you a feeling of what the action is going to be like, but it's almost 45 minutes long. This one action scene is nearly 45 minutes long. I'm not kidding. I mean, yeah, there's some little pauses here and there because people need to do a little bit of talkie or people need to reload their weapons and stuff. But still, that's like maybe 10 to 30 seconds, and then it just goes back to edge of your seat action, fighting and fist fights and gunshots and everything. The first action scene in this movie is just glorious. Also, the dialogue in this movie, I found it to be quite enjoyable. Not necessarily because it was well written, but because it was just funny. Just people being witty and having smart-ass comments to each other. Like this person saying something like, "I shall destroy you. You cannot defeat my evil." And the other guy making some smart-ass comment back. I mean, no, those weren't actual lines from the movie, but it's just to kind of give you an idea of what the dialogue is kind of like. How it's just like someone says this over-the-top thing, and then Jeff Speakman comes back with some smart-ass comment. It's just fantastic. Also, I really like the interaction between Hatfield and the love interest, whose name I can't remember, who's played by Rochelle Swanson. The way those two just interacted together was just, you don't see it that often, especially how they interacted like towards the beginning of the movie. She's like this strong, independent woman, and he's sitting there calling her stuff like sweetie and babe and just pissing her off and not giving a damn about it. I really like that kind of thing. I like seeing characters like that who, it's like, I'm just going to be me and I don't care what you think. You don't see that very much anymore in movies, and I really like seeing it in this one. The cons of this movie? Well, let's be honest, it's a little slow to start. And by that I mean, it goes 15 minutes before the first action scene. I mean, yeah, there's like the occasional guy getting shot or stabbed, but that's just a quick split-second thing, and then it's over and done with. It's just sneaky kill, ha, death. Sneaky kill, ha, death. And then they're all dead, and they move on and the bad guys move on about their lives. There's not really any real action until 15 minutes into the movie. And no, you need to get it started quicker than that, even if it's just some random explosion. That would have been good. Or just some random sparring scene. That would have been good. But no, you had to wait 15 minutes until the first action scene started off. And this is one of those movies that really banks on the action. They started way too late with the action. I'm serious. Also, the plot and the story in this movie was fairly predictable. Let's be honest. If you've seen Die Hard, you know the plot of this movie. You just know it. You know the story. You know everything that's going to happen in this movie, aside from some minor details, if you've seen Die Hard. Because a lot of people will call this a Die Hard ripoff. The biggest thing that annoyed me, though, Ron Silver. He played the main villain of this movie, and he was absolutely underwhelming. I mean, I really think this guy just phoned in his entire performance, and was just delivering lines because it was written on the page and that's what he had to say and he wanted to get a paycheck. I really think that's how he approached this movie, and it showed. He was the stiffest actor in the movie. His acting was the worst. He was the least passionate about his lines. He was clearly just phoning it in, and that really took me out of this movie. My overall thoughts on the movie? This isn't a movie to be taken seriously. It's fun, mindless entertainment, and I give it 1 thumb up. This doesn't have some deep storyline, and most people will probably see it as a Die Hard knockoff. It's not meant to be deep, though. It's the kind of movie where you shut your brain off and have a good time, and there's nothing wrong with that kind of movie. If you're in the mood for a movie that you don't really have to think about while you watch it, Deadly Outbreak is a good choice. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to like it and subscribe to my channel for new action movie reviews posted every week and top 10 lists posted on the 10th of every month. Also, if you have any recommendations of things you would like me to cover in the future, please leave them in the comments below and follow us on the Twitter sphere at explosions_TV. Thank you and have a nice day.